The day he walked away, I was holding our newborn baby. I thought I had lost everything. I didn't know that my greatest strength was really in my arm. The first thing I heard after my baby was born was not laughter. It was silence, a deep, frightening silence. I was lying in a hospital bed, exhausted, and barely able to keep my eye open. My newborn daughters were sleeping beside me. I looked at her tiny face. Her little finger moved gently as she slept. I smiled through my tears. You're beautiful, my little girls. Then I looked toward the door. I was waiting for her father. He had promised me he would be there. He had promised he would never leave us, but he never came. My name is Anna. I was 24 years old when I became a mother. Before my daughters was born, I believe I had a perfect family. Her father, Mitchell, and I has been together for 3 years. When I told him I was pregnant, he held me tightly. We was going to be a family. Those words made me cry with happiness. I believed every word. We started prepare for our babies. We brought tiny clothes. We painted the bedroom. We chose a name, Lilies. Mitchell would put his hand on my stomach every night. Hello, Lily. I can't wait to meet you. I believe our little families would be happy forever. I was wrong. During the few months of my pregnancy, Mitchell began changing. He came home late. He stopped asking about babies. He stopped touching my stomach. Whenever I asked what was wrong, he said nothing. I believed him. I wanted to believe him. Then, one evening, I found a suitcase beside the front door. My heart immediately knew something was wrong. Mitchell, he stood silently in living room. Where are you going? He answers, are you leaving? He finally looked at me. I need some time. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Time? We're having a baby. I know. You promised me. I know. Then why you are leaving? He looked down. I don't think I am I don't think I'm ready to be a father. My world collapsed. I cried. I begged. I asked him to stay. I told him we could solve everything together. He shook his head. I can't. Then he walked out. I stood at the door watching him disappear down the street. One hand was on my pregnant stomach, the other covered by mouth as I tried not to scream. That night I slept alone, and for the first time, I understood what it meant to be completely alone. 3 weeks later, Lily was born. I remember holding her for the first time. She was so small, so fragile, and completely dependent on me. Then a smile, she's beautiful. I look at my daughters. Your father isn't here, but I am. I promise I've never left you. That was the promise I made that day, and I kept it. The first year was the hardest year of my life. Lily cried at night. I cried with her. Sometimes she was sick. Sometimes she wouldn't sleep. Sometimes I had no idea what she needed. I had never been a mother before. There was no instruction manual, no one to take the night shift, no one to say, "Go to sleep, I've taken care of hers." It was always me. I had to return to work when Lily was only 4 months old. Every morning I woke up before sunrise. I prepared her bottles, changed her clothes, packed her bag, then I took her to daycare. She would hold onto my shirt and cry, "Mommy." Every time I walked away, my heart broke. I wanted to stay, but we needed money. Rent didn't care that I was tired. Bill didn't care that I was a single mom. Food didn't appear magically, so I worked. There was night when I came home exhausted. I would take off my shoe and sit on the floor. Lily would crawl toward me. The moment she saw me, she smiled. That smile gave me enough strength to stand again. I would cook dinners, feed her, give her a bath, read her a stories, then put her to bed. After she fell asleep, I cleaned the apartment. Sometimes I finished everything at midnight, sometimes at 1 in the morning. Then I woke up again at 5 and started all over. People sometimes ask, "Where is her father?" I never knew what to say, so I simply answered, "He isn't part of our lives." Some people felt sorry for me, others judged me, but I learned something important. People can have opinion about your life because they don't know what it costs to live it. They didn't see the nights I cried. They didn't see the bill I couldn't pay. They didn't see me choosing between buying new shoes for myself and buying medicine for Lily. They didn't see how often I told myself, "Just one more day." When Lily turned 3, she started asking questions. "Mommy, why don't I help a daddy?" My heart broke. I sat beside her. "Some families are different. Are we a family?" I smiled. "Of course. Just you and me. Just you and me." She hugged me. "That's enough." I turned away so she wouldn't see my tears. As Lily grew older, she became my greatest motivation. She loved drawing, she loved animals, she loved helping people. Whenever I came home tired, she would run toward me. "Mommy." Then she would tell me everything that happened at school. I listened to every story, even the silly one, because I knew one day she would grow up and I don't want to miss anything. When Lily started elementary school, money became even tighter. School supply, uniform, book, transportation, lunch, everything cost money. One night I sat at kitchen table counting what was left in my wallet. It wasn't enough. I looked at Lily sleeping in the next room. Then I looked at my old phone. The next morning I sold it. I brought her school supply. When she asked why I had an old phone, I smiled. "Mommy, like this one." she believed me. Years passed. Lily became a wonderful student. She won awards. She helped her classmates. Her teacher always told me, "Your daughter is special." I smiled broadly. She is, but I knew something they didn't. She wasn't special because she was the smartest. She was special because she had learned kindness despite growing up with so little. When Lily was 15, something unexpected happened. Her father came back. He appeared outside our house one evening. I opened the door. Michel stood there. He looked older, tired. He stared past me. "Is Lily here?" I felt angry right inside me. "Why?" "I want to see my daughters." "You left before she was even born." "I know." "You miss everything." "You miss everything." "I know." "You weren't there when she was sick." "I know." "You weren't there for her first day of school." "I know." "You weren't there when she cried." He lowered his head. "I know." For years I had imagined this moment. I thought I would scream. Instead, I simply felt tired. Lily came downstairs. She looked at him, then at me. "Who is he?" Michel's eyes filled with tears. "I'm your father's." Lily stood silently. Then she asked, "Where were you?" He couldn't answer. "Why did you leave?" Still nothing. She looked at me. Then she said quietly, "I don't hate you, but I don't know you." Mitchell began crying. For the first time, I saw regret on his face. But regret doesn't give you back 15 years. After he left, Lily came to me. "Mom." "Yes." "Did you raise me alone?" I smiled through my tears. "Yep." She hugged me. She did a good job. I couldn't hold back my tears. She was no longer the little baby I had held in the hospital. She was a young woman standing in front of me. And suddenly I realized every sacrifice had been worth it. Years later, Lily graduated from university. She had become a nurse. At her graduation ceremonies, I sat in the audience. When her name was called, she walked across the stage. Everyone applauded. I stood up and clapped harder than everyone. She looked toward me. Our eyes met. We smiled. Then she mouthed two words, "Thank you." I cried because I knew what those two words meant. Thank you for staying. Thank you for working. Thank you for believing. Thank you for never give up. Thank you for being both parent when I only had alone. After the ceremony, Lily gave me a small gift. I opened it. Inside was a beautiful necklace. Attached was a note. "To my mothers, you raised me alone, but you never made me feel alone. You gave me everything you didn't have. You sacrificed your youth so I could have a future. You taught me that being strong doesn't mean never crying. It means getting up every morning and trying again. I am who I am because you never gave up on me. I love you, Mom." I couldn't speak. I simply hugged her. Looking back, I used to think the day Mitchell left was the worst day of my life. Now I see it differently. He's living then destroy my life. It changed my life. It forced me to discover a strength I never knew I had. I learned how to work when I was exhausted, how to smile when I was worried, how to keep going when I want to give up. When I wanted to give up, I learned that motherhood isn't about having a perfect family. It's about loving your child enough to keep moving toward. Even when the road is difficult, I raised my baby alone. But I wasn't never truly alone because every morning when I looked into Lily's eyes, I saw my reason to continue. And every night when she fell asleep in my arms, I knew I had one precious thing that money could never buy: her love. Today, Lily is an adult. She had her own careers, her own home, and her own dream. Sometimes she still calls me and say, "Mom, have you eaten?" And I laugh. "Yes." "Are you sure?" "Yes." "Okay, I love you. I love you too." Then we hang up, and I sit quietly for a moment, thinking about little girl who once slept in my arms, thinking about young mother who had no idea how she would survive, thinking about all the nights I thought I couldn't continue. And I realized something. I didn't raise my baby. My baby raised me too. She taught me courage. She taught me patience. She taught me unconditional love. And most importantly, she taught me that even when life takes someone away from you, it doesn't mean your story is over. Sometimes the greatest families is the one you build with love. I raised my baby alone, and somehow, together, we became a family strong enough to survive anything.